this was a ton of content. I mean, it was on purpose. I wanted to just give you as much as I promised. 1 full hour of just pure gold, right? Come back, look at it again, right? So I gave you the why. So tech market, the amazing benefits, the odds that it's very difficult to get in. I gave you the what, which is kind of like understanding LinkedIn, debunking those myths, those 7 steps, right? And then now is the how. This is basically where, okay, if you actually really want to sit down and know exactly step by step how to go through them, there's a lot of things that I offer. Mentorship, courses, playbook, right? You can go on the website. There's a ton of stuff there. And so right now, for the very first time ever, I am now launching my first top 1% tech career accelerator, named from IC to VP. It is like literally my heart and soul, everything that I've learned throughout my entire career in one accelerator program. And I'm so excited. I'm smiling as I'm sharing this because it's like, man, I put so much in here. Like, if anyone just takes this is what I wish I had when I was starting out my career, or even like throughout my entire career, whether I was at LinkedIn or PayFit or even a VP at Amenities and CMO. Like, I wish I had this playbook. It's just absolutely amazing. And so in this accelerated program, essentially, I put my heart and soul in this, right? You're going to get 7 modules. I'm actually going to continue to add modules as I go. You're going to have weekly group Q&A sessions where basically you have challenges, and we're online, obviously, because I'll have people from all over the world. There's real life case studies where we've actually studied people and their pivots and things like that, and so you actually get to learn from their experience. There's going to be actionable workbooks where we actually, hey, here are templates, here's scripts, here's workbooks so that you make sure that you keep your eyes on the ball. On the templates and the scripts, are basically, hey, here's how you write a resume, here's how you create your LinkedIn profile, here's the kind of information you want to send when you're reaching out to someone for the hiring manager or third-party recruiters. Here's the kind of thing you want to say when you're in the room doing the interview. And then you also have the exclusive community. And so this is going to be a really, really, really big community, international. I've been teaching this for a long time. I have over 2,000 people that have helped get amazing jobs. And now for the very first time ever, I'm creating an online community exclusive, and I'm inviting everyone in there, and they're going to be part of this accelerator. So it's really, really exciting. And so what's going in here? Well, basically in the program, you got module 0, which is mindset shift. So this is basically developing a strategic and unconventional kind of mindset to really approach career pivots effectively. You'll learn about how to identify your transferable skills and make those pivots. You'll learn about the different types of unconventional ways to actually get in there without traditional qualifications. You'll learn how to craft your own value proposition. What you think maybe is your weakness actually can be your strength. Module 1 will go into the career hacker blueprint. So how to reframe your career strategy and design a personalized growth plan just for you. And so kind of like where is it? Here you go. Can't click. You'll learn like the secrets of the top 1% in tech. What high performers do differently. I've had the opportunity of working across so many different countries and tech ecosystems, and I've learned that so much. And so I basically put them all in the secrets of what I've seen these high performers do. Where these are the kind of people that you can see in Forbes. And then your everyday hero as well, leading a startup or being part of one. Turn goals into reality with SMART goals. Top 1% metrics job hunting. And so this is kind of like the metrics you want to be looking at when you are applying for job, when you're interviewing. A lot of people just focus on the wrong metrics, and so focusing on the right metrics. Module 2 is modeling successful people. So learning how to shorten your learning curve, identifying role models, reaching out to people successfully for mentorship and calls, and strategies for applying what they have shared with you during those calls to your own journey. Right? So just everything about everything we mentioned today. Then you have where is it? Here you go. Closing the gap. So basically understanding how to identify your own specific gaps, your skills, your experience, and basically close that as quickly as possible. So learning how to identify those gaps, tactics so you can fill those gaps as quickly as possible. When I interviewed for the LinkedIn interview for product marketing, I had 2 weeks to figure out what the hell product marketing was and how do I get the company, right? And so how do you build that relevant experience very quickly? And so that's what we learn in this module, right? The step by step. Then it's building a lead generation machine. So creating a system to attract job opportunities so you can practically leverage inbound, outbound, and strategic partnerships. So you'll learn all about that. Your LinkedIn profile, how to reach out to people, how to leverage strategic partnerships, Module 5, right? Now it's game time. Lights, camera, action. This is the interview. And so the objective here is to master the interview process, right? Every single step before the interview, during the interview, after the interview. So lots of tips here on conducting interviews, questions to ask, ways to do your research, how to follow up. And then module 6 is how to close a deal. Is basically learn how to negotiate effectively and secure the best possible offer, how to create urgency, how to prepare negotiations, salaries, talks, how to close a deal with the compensation you deserve, right? And then module 7 is start before you're ready. So here you learn about how to embracing opportunities even if you don't feel 100% ready, and you can take proactive steps to prepare for that success. So how to build a relationship with insiders before your day one, taking or requesting for early access to your onboarding materials, how to get promoted in your first 90 days. I got so many stories I shared about how I did that at PayFit and so on. And that's it, right? This is like you feel like you've learned a lot in 1 hour in this accelerator, and you're probably even maybe even overwhelmed by the amount of content you just received, because honestly, even this free content that I gave, most people charge you for it, and honestly, to be really frank, it's usually never even as good as kind of like the training you just got now in terms of the value. And so with this accelerator, I'm going all in, right? And so there's literally everything explained, resources, playbooks, and you have this from IC to VP, how I move super fast, and then you have all these different sections there, module all the way up to module 8 with module 7 with start before you're ready. But I'm also going to be adding more and more modules as we keep going. What that means is kind of like now once you become a VP as well, all the leadership skills that you need, to become a VP and things like that. So I'll continue to add a lot of content, and so you have lifetime access to it. It's absolutely, I'm so excited because I just finished recording so many of these content as well. I created the platform, and we're starting to get people going in. This is really, 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 really exciting. And so you'll also be getting playbooks for LinkedIn, document how I documented my projects, how I studied for interviews, interview questions I asked, specific examples, my resumes. You get to see all the stuff I did as well. All that's part of it and more. And you can join over, tons of people that I've been training over the past, decade that are going to be joining the platform as well as kind of like mentors and coaches. So it's going to be really exciting to hear their stories and hear how, you can learn from them as well. I do want to say, listen, as part of any business, you have to have this disclaimer that, I've made a lot of effort, obviously, to accurately represent all the programs and the strategies and so on. But obviously, I cannot guarantee financial success, right? At the end of the day, it will vary on the individual, such as your skills, your experience, and the amount of effort and the market conditions. So obviously, hey, I can give you all these amazing examples, and I have full confidence that you can do it. But at the end of the day, you have to do it, right? And so success will depend on you and also other factors that are not basically in my control. And so all of the content is provided without any express implied warranties, and I also have a refund policy, which is going to be great for any of those who feel like the program isn't as good as they thought. Hopefully that will never be the case, because I usually always go all in. But now that I said that boring stuff, which is actually true, I need to also say, hey, there's amazing success stories, right? Luke moved to the US within a couple of months, basically landed a 6-figure job in San Francisco. You have Alessi who basically is talking about how she learned a lot from my experience building a personal brand and leadership skills, and she's super happy with what she's learned. Natalia in the UK, a consultant, basically saying that, hey, she's super inspiring and engaged, well structured, very useful, just amazing experience. And you have Felix, customer success manager in Germany, who's basically saying that he managed to land a job with the tactics that I've shared. So there's many more, right? And so the investment, what is it? Typically the investment is actually $9.97, right? To get all of this value, everything that I typically that I've learned across my entire career, this program in every single detail. But right now, as you know, we are around the time of Black Friday, and as a good deed, obviously I'm joining the bandwagon. All right, it's Black Friday, and so I'm offering 80% off on the Black Friday. And so typically it's $9.97, but right now during Black Friday it's $199, or 2 payments of $110. So super accessible, and the content is absolutely valuable. Obviously, it's lifetime. And so listen, I can promise you that it will probably never be this low again. So join early. This is the beginning of an amazing program. You can go to yannickpodard.com /Black Friday, and you got all the details. So looking forward to it. Make sure that you, very quickly, like I mentioned, there's also a money back guarantee, right? So it's a 14-day money back guarantee. For any reason, if you're not happy, just show us that you went through the course, you completed the exercises, and we'll give you a full refund, right? That you show us you did the work, it didn't work, which would be very surprising, but for whatever reason, we'll give it back to you. All right, I'll buy it back. And so there you go. Thank you very much from bottom of my heart. I hope that this training was very, very valuable to you, and I'm looking forward to see you inside the top 1% Tech Career Accelerator from IC to VB. That's it. Make sure to connect with me on LinkedIn. You can take a screenshot or use the QR code there and connect with me. I always love connections, and we can always grab a virtual chat or meet in person if you're in the area. So you can also find me online at Yannick Podard at everywhere, YouTube, Instagram, X I don't really use, but yeah, and LinkedIn of course. And that's it. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and see you inside. Take care.